Welcome back, future medicos. In this video, we are going to look at Mahatma Gandhi Medical College, Puducherry. This Mahatma Gandhi Medical College is affiliated to Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth Deemed University located in Puducherry. There is another medical college under Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth Deemed University, which is Sri Sathya Sai Medical College, which is closer to Chennai. I will talk about Sri Sathya Sai Medical College in another video. In this particular video, I will focus on Mahatma Gandhi Medical College. Where is it located? It is located very close to Pondicherry. It is on the main road between Pondicherry or Puducherry to Kadalur, right? If you are traveling from Puducherry to Kadalur, you will be able to see Mahatma Gandhi Medical College. It is almost like midway between Puducherry and Kadalur. Now, what we will see in this particular video, I'm going to address the number of seats available in Mahatma Gandhi. I'm going to address who is the counseling authority and where you should apply for getting admission in Mahatma Gandhi. I'll be talking about the cutoff marks for 2020. I'm going to talk about the college fees for general category as well as NRIs. I'm going to talk about the fee structure for the hostel. And we are going to discuss about the penalty in case if you are withdrawing from the college after joining the college. And then finally, I will also tell you what are the documents needed if you want to get admission in Mahatma Gandhi Medical College. So let's start with the number of seats. Mahatma Gandhi Medical College offers 250 seats. And out of these 250 seats, 212 seats go to general management seats. That is about 85% of the seats come under the general category. And we have 15% NRI category. So we have approximately about 38 seats under NRI. And who is going to conduct the counseling? The counseling will be conducted by the union government under the Medical Counseling Committee, MCC. So if you want to get a seat in Mahatma Gandhi Medical College, you must register with MCC. Go to mcc.nic.in website and you can register there. So the counseling or admission for Mahatma Gandhi Medical College is not done by the Puducherry government, is not done by CENTAC, is completely done by the Medical Counseling Committee. You also cannot directly apply to the college, so you must first apply to MCC. Now, what is the cutoff marks in 2020 for the general category? In round one, the cutoff was 243 marks. In terms of All India rank, it was around 4,25,000. And in round two, it slightly came down to 232 marks and the All India rank was about 4,50,000. And in the mop-up round, it gone up to 386 marks and the All India rank was around 2 lakhs. So looking at this cutoff and looking at the previous years, my recommendation is if you are interested in getting a seat in Mahatma Gandhi Medical College or in any deemed university, your good chances are in round one. Go straight away in round one and choose deemed universities. If your mark is lower, if you are around 300, 350 marks, it might be very difficult for you to get a government college or even maybe private college in a lot of states. So it is better for you to straight away go to deemed universities, particularly those who are below 300 marks. I would recommend you straight away go to deemed universities in round one so that you can get a better college. If you want to wait until round one complete, round two complete, and then you think that mop-up round, let me give it a try. Generally, the mop-up round cutoff for deemed universities are quite high, and you may not be able to get a good college out of all the deemed universities. So the marks could vary every year, but approximately you can see here that if you have around 250 marks, if you are around the 4 lakh rank, probably you should be able to get a seat in Mahatma Gandhi. Now let us look at what is the fee structure for the general management category. It is 22 lakhs tuition fee per year. Okay, 22 lakhs tuition fee per year. In addition, you need to pay 1.5 lakhs towards research and development fees. And then for the first year, you will be paying an additional 25,000 towards university registration fee. The 25,000 is only for the first year, whereas the 23.5 lakhs you need to pay every year. Then the fee structure for NRI seats. For NRI seats, the tuition fee is 50,000 US dollars, which approximately comes to about 37.5 lakhs as of today's currency exchange. And then you also have to pay the research and development fees of 1.5 lakhs. And then in the first year, you also have to pay the university registration fee. So subsequently, every year you need to pay 50,000 US dollar plus 1.5 lakhs. The 25,000 is only in the first year. Then there is also other fees. Okay, in addition to the tuition fees, research and development fees, university registration fees, we also have a few items which you need to pay. E-learning resources and textbook is 35,000, which is one time at the time of joining. Records and instrument, which is an annual fee, 5,000 rupees. Uniform, every year you need to pay 5,500. Club activities at the time of admission, 15,000 rupees. Laundry, which is an annual fees, 10,000 rupees. Application, 2,000 at the time of admission. Health insurance premium, which is annual, you need to pay 1,500 rupees. So 74,000 you need to pay at the time of admission. The 23.75 lakhs I showed you earlier, plus 74,000 you need to pay at the time of admission. But of course, subsequent years, you don't need to pay 74,000. You need to pay about 22,000 every year. Hostel and mess fees. So the hostel every year is 2,16,000, including mess. For this, you get an AC room with twin sharing format. And then every year, you also have to pay 5,000 rupees towards maintenance. So for the hostel and the mess, you need to pay 2.21 lakhs every year. What will be the total cost for the college? It comes to around 24.5 lakhs at the time of admission if you don't go for the hostel. If you go for the hostel, it comes to about 26.7 lakhs. So if you are thinking about hostel, keep in mind you need to spend or you need to pay 27 lakhs at the time of admission. Nowhere here the college has mentioned about any caution deposit. I'm not sure whether they are charging any caution deposit. So keep in mind, you need to spend about 27 lakhs, at least around 27 lakhs at the time of admission. In subsequent years, the fees is slightly lesser. You need to pay about 23.7 lakhs if you don't go for the hostel. If you want the hostel, you will be paying around 26 lakhs per year. So if you are taking hostel at the time of admission, you will be paying 27 lakhs. And every year subsequently, you need to pay 26 lakhs, which includes the college fees plus the hostel and mess. Okay, that is a total cost for you, 26 lakhs per year. Now, withdrawal, in case if you participate in the MCC counseling, get a seat in the first round, but subsequently you do not want to continue, or maybe you get an upgrade in the second round, or maybe from deemed university, you are moving to your state. Then what happens is, you can withdraw. They will refund all these 27 lakhs I'm talking about, but they will deduct 25,000 rupees as processing fees, right? They have gone through the admission procedure, everything, right? For that, they will be deducting 25,000, but the remaining amount, they will refund you. But let us say you are trying to withdraw after the completion of second round of MCC. If you are withdrawing after the second round of MCC, the MCC will put a penalty of 2 lakhs, which is the security deposit you have paid. You will lose that. In addition, the college will not refund any of the amount you have paid, right? The tuition fee and other fees, they will not refund you. So probably you will lose around 25 lakhs here, 2 lakhs there, around 27 lakhs you will lose. So please be clear. What is your plan? Whether you want to join Mahatma Gandhi Medical College, whether it is a backup plan, make it clear when you have to join, when you have to leave, you have to be very, very clear. In case if you are trying to leave after all the counseling is over, or in case after you leave, the college is unable to fill your seat, then probably they will ask you to pay the complete course fees. That is almost like maybe around 1.3 crores. You need to completely pay 1.3 crores. Then only they will allow you to withdraw. Then only they will give you the original documents. So keep all these in mind before you decide about going to any deemed universities. The procedure is almost the same in any deemed universities or even in any private colleges. This is more or less the same kind of approach. Now, what are the documents needed for joining Mahatma Gandhi Medical College? These are almost very, very similar to all other deemed universities. First one, physically handicapped certificate. In case if you have applied under the persons with disabilities category in NEET, then you need this certificate. Then provisional allotment letter issued by MCC, that is after seat allotment, you can download the offer letter from MCC website and then you can take that to the college. OBC, SC, ST certificate, in case if you have applied to NEET as OBC, SC, ST certificate, then you need to produce the relevant certificate. UG NEET admit card. Admit card is very important. Keep a copy of that. In case if you don't have it, please download immediately from NTA. Otherwise, NTA will disable any more downloading. Then once the result is out, download the result from NTA website. That also needed. 12th mark sheet is needed. 10th mark sheet, or maybe like in case 10th mark sheet doesn't show the date of birth, then you need a date of birth certificate. Transfer certificate, migration certificate, contact certificate, 10 passport size photographs, the same photograph which you have uploaded in NEET application, same photo. Family photograph, this you can take at the time of joining the college. So this is not something urgent. At the time of admission, you don't need to take this family photograph. Later on, you can check with the college how they want, and then you can take a photo and submit to them. And then photocopies of all the documents I have mentioned. You need 2 sets and then attest by yourself, self-attested. The candidate have to sign and then write self-attested. And then any one proof of identity with photograph. It can be either Aadhaar card, voter ID, passport, driving license, or any other government issued identity proof. This is for the candidate. In addition, most likely they will ask the PAN card of the parent or who is going to pay the fee structure. They need to produce the PAN card. Now, what are the additional documents for NRIs? Whatever the documents I just now told you is for the general category students. In case if you are applying under the NRI category, you need some additional documents. What are those? You need the residence certificate of the candidate's parents or the sponsorer, which should be issued by the embassy of the country where your parents or the sponsorer is currently residing. Okay, say for example, if your parents are in Dubai, they have to get a certificate from the Dubai Indian Embassy. And then if you are a foreign student, then you need your passport, visa, and then or residence permit, right? Generally, passport, visa, or residence permit. If you are an overseas citizens of India, OCI card holder, once again, you need to produce the passport and then you need to produce your OCI card. And then if you have studied in a foreign system, if you have not studied in CBSE, if you have studied in a foreign kind of system, foreign kind of board, then you need to get an equivalent certificate from the Association of Indian Universities. And then finally, if you are sponsored by NRI, maybe like your uncle or aunt, sister, brother, somebody else is sponsoring you, then that sponsor's photocopy of the passport is needed. And then he also need to sign an affidavit towards the sponsorship that he is ready, that he or she is ready to bear the expenses for the whole duration of the study. And then you also need to get the relationship certificate between the candidate and the sponsor, because not anyone can sponsor the candidate. The sponsoring candidate should have some kind of a first degree blood relationship. That is either the parents or parents, sisters or brother or your uncle's son, right? First level cousins also can sponsor. So look at the Supreme Court order that will give you exactly what is the conditions. So you need to get a certificate towards the relationship between the candidate and the sponsor. Okay, these are the details you need to know about Mahatma Gandhi Medical College. My best wishes. I see you in some other video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.